Black actors who had affairs with their co-stars on set. Shocking scandals. What if the most iconic on-screen romances in Hollywood weren't just acting? From Will Smith's sizzling chemistry with Margot Robbie to the explosive rumors surrounding Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson, some of Hollywood's most talked-about relationships may have crossed the line between fiction and reality. But the real question is how much of what we see is real and how much is just a well-crafted performance. Get ready for shocking revelations that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more jaw-dropping stories. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington and Sanaa Lathan were at the center of one of Hollywood's most intriguing on-screen chemistry rumors. Their pairing in Out of Time 2003 captivated audiences not just with their gripping performances, but also with the intense emotional scenes between their characters. As the movie showcased their characters involved in a tense and complex relationship, the natural connection between Denzel and Sanaa sparked rumors of a real-life romance. Fans and media quickly began speculating about an off-screen affair, but both stars were quick to deny these claims. Denzel, known for his private nature and solid family life, was at that time still happily married to Pauletta Washington, his wife of several decades. His dedication to his family was well known, and he had long built a reputation for maintaining a clear boundary between his professional and personal lives. In interviews, Denzel explained that he avoided romantic roles that might blur those lines, making his stance on the matter clear. He was committed to his marriage. Sanaa Lathan, on the other hand, was building her own career and had to deal with the persistent rumors surrounding her relationship with Denzel. She expressed her frustration with the gossip, admitting that it was difficult to maintain her privacy in such a high-profile industry. Despite the rumors, Sanaa maintained her focus on her work and refused to let the speculation overshadow her career. Both actors emphasized that the chemistry between them was purely professional and based on the trust and respect they had as colleagues. While the rumors may have faded over the years, their professional relationship remained strong, and both went on to enjoy continued success in their respective careers. Denzel's carefully crafted career and private life, paired with Sanaa's remarkable talent and poise, only served to strengthen their reputations in the industry. Their work together in Out of Time remains one of Hollywood's most iconic pairings even without any off-screen romance. Will Smith. The relationship between Will Smith and Margot Robbie began with undeniable on-screen chemistry in the 2013 film Focus. In the movie, they played con artists who develop a deep connection, and the electric tension between them was so palpable that rumors quickly started to swirl about a possible romance off-screen. The speculation intensified after a promotional photo from the film's photo shoot went viral, showing Will Smith shirtless, while Margot Robbie playfully lifted her shirt, revealing her underwear. This photo led many to believe that there was more than just professional camaraderie between the two stars. Despite the rampant rumors, both Will and Margot strongly denied any romantic involvement. Margot, who was still establishing herself in Hollywood at the time, was quick to address the rumors and affirmed that their relationship was strictly professional. In 2013, she confirmed her relationship with Tom Ackerley, whom she met on the set of Suite Française 2014. They started dating shortly after, and they were married in a low-key ceremony in 2016. The confirmation of her real-life relationship with Tom seemed to silence the rumors surrounding her and Will. On the other hand, Will Smith remained silent about the situation, which only fueled further speculation. Many wondered why Will, who was married to Jada Pinkett Smith at the time, did not clarify the rumors, which seemed to suggest he might have been involved with Margot. However, the lack of a public response from Will left people guessing about the truth behind the chemistry between him and Margot. While Will and Margot's rumored romance never materialized into anything more than speculation, their professional relationship remained amicable. Both actors continued to work together on various projects, and their chemistry and focus remains one of the most talked about elements of the film. Though the rumors faded, the lasting impression they left on Hollywood highlighted the complexities of on-screen chemistry translating into off-screen speculation. Eddie Murphy. In 2006, Eddie Murphy and Mel B, also known as Scary Spice from the Spice Girls, found themselves in the midst of a whirlwind romance that caught the public's eye. Their love story began when they met at a party and hit it off immediately. The two were both in high-profile positions in the entertainment world, which made their romance all the more intriguing. However, their relationship was short-lived, and it didn't take long for their passionate affair to make headlines. The couple's time together lasted only about 9 months, but it left a significant mark on both of their lives. What made their relationship particularly noteworthy was the arrival of their daughter, Angel Iris Murphy Brown, born in 2007. At first, Eddie was reluctant to acknowledge that he was the father. After some public back and forth and a DNA test, Eddie confirmed his paternity. This was a turning point in their relationship, and Eddie began to take a more active role in Angel's life, even though he and Mel had already parted ways. Despite their breakup, Mel B referred to Eddie as the love of her life in various interviews, and she spoke candidly about the romance in her memoir. While the relationship had its ups and downs, their bond as parents was unwavering. Though their romance was brief, the fact that Eddie and Mel B were able to co-parent Angel amicably and put aside their differences for the sake of their daughter showed a level of maturity and respect that is often absent in celebrity breakups. While Mel B moved on and later married Stephen Belafonte, and Eddie continued his relationship with Paige Butcher, their brief affair created a lasting connection that could not be ignored. Their daughter Angel remains a symbol of the love they once shared forever, binding their lives together. Sidney Poitier. The relationship between Sidney Poitier and Diane Carroll is one of Hollywood's most significant yet complicated love stories. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, when racial barriers in Hollywood were still formidable, Sidney and Diane made history as trailblazers for black actors in the industry. Their romance began in 1959 when they worked together on the film Porgy and Bess. Their undeniable chemistry was not just confined to the screen. Off-screen, they shared a deep emotional connection that would be kept a secret for years. Sidney Poitier, who was married to Juanita Hardy at the time, and Diane Carroll, who was married to Monty Kaye, began a passionate affair that lasted nearly a decade. Despite both being married, they became inseparable. Their bond not only rooted in a shared career, but also in a deep personal connection. However, the secrecy of their relationship combined with the racial climate of the time created immense pressure on both of them. Sidney, who was becoming one of the most respected actors in Hollywood, eventually persuaded Diane to divorce her husband, promising he would do the same. Sadly, Sidney did not keep his promise. The emotional toll of their relationship grew as Sidney continued his marriage to Juanita, causing tension between the couple. One of the most significant turning points came when Sidney asked Diane to move in with him for 6 months without their daughter, which Diane refused. This moment marked the beginning of the end for their relationship. Diane later revealed in her memoir that she felt betrayed by Sidney's broken promises, and their once strong bond eventually dissolved. The end of their relationship was a painful chapter in both of their lives, but it was also one that left a deep mark on their careers. Sidney went on to marry actress Joanna Shimkus in 1976, while Diane continued to forge her own path, breaking barriers as one of the first black actresses to star in a successful television series, Dynasty. Their relationship, though short-lived, was significant not only in their personal lives, but also for the trail they blazed in Hollywood during a time of racial segregation, forever cementing their places in history. Whoopi Goldberg. One of Hollywood's most talked-about relationships in the early 90s was between Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson. Their romance began when they met on the set of the film Made in America 1993, and it quickly became one of the most controversial and heavily scrutinized relationships in the entertainment industry. At the time, Ted Danson was still married to Andra Coates, his second wife, while Whoopi, who had been previously married and divorced, was single. Their relationship was widely publicized, with the media fixated on their interracial romance, which was rare and often met with harsh criticism during that period. However, what truly made their relationship a scandal was a notorious incident at the Friars Club roast in 1993, when Ted Danson appeared in blackface as part of a comedy routine honoring Whoopi. The stunt was intended as a joke between the two, but it was widely condemned as racially insensitive and offensive by the public. The backlash was severe, and despite Whoopi's defense of Ted stating that it was just a joke between them, the controversy surrounding the blackface incident cast a long shadow over their relationship. The pressure from the public and the controversy surrounding the blackface incident put immense strain on their romance. In 1994, after only 18 months of dating, Whoopi and Ted decided to part ways, citing the difficulty of maintaining a relationship under the intense media scrutiny. Although their romantic relationship ended, Whoopi and Ted remained friends with Whoopi, expressing regret that their close friendship had to suffer due to the public's reaction. The couple's breakup was one of the most prominent and discussed separations in Hollywood at the time, as it reflected the complexity of navigating interracial relationships and the challenges of being in the public eye. Despite their breakup, both Ted and Whoopi moved forward in their careers and personal lives, continuing to achieve success in Hollywood. Whoopi went on to win an Oscar for Ghost 1990, while Ted continued his successful run on Frasier and later Cheers. Their short but intense romance remains one of Hollywood's most memorable and controversial stories. Shaquille O'Neal. The towering NBA legend, and Shawnee O'Neal, his ex-wife and reality TV personality, had one of the most public and tumultuous relationships in the entertainment world. They married in 2002 and had 4 children together, presenting themselves as one of the most iconic couples in the sports and entertainment industry. Their marriage, however, was not without its difficulties, and it was often a subject of media speculation and scrutiny, particularly due to the rumors of Shaq's infidelity. Throughout their marriage, Shaquille and Shawnee's relationship faced various challenges, with the most prominent issue being Shaq's alleged extramarital affairs. Shaq, known for his larger-than-life persona on and off the court, found himself at the center of scandal after scandal involving his supposed infidelities. In his memoir, Shaq admitted that he was unfaithful during their marriage, acknowledging that his actions played a significant role in the breakdown of their relationship. While the details of these affairs were never fully confirmed, the rumors were widespread, and the media continued to speculate about the state of their marriage. The final blow to their relationship came in 2007, when Shawnee filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Despite their separation, Shawnee has remained involved in Shaq's life, co-parenting their children and maintaining a relatively amicable relationship. The divorce was a painful process for both of them, but Shawnee later revealed that it was a necessary step for her personal growth and happiness. Despite the divorce, both Shaquille and Shawnee have moved on with their lives. Shawnee went on to star in the reality series Basketball Wives and has since continued her career in entertainment and business, while Shaquille has maintained his status as one of the most recognized athletes in the world. Their story serves as a reminder of the complexities of balancing fame, family, and personal life. The issues surrounding their marriage, particularly the publicized infidelities, put a strain on their relationship, but also highlighted their resilience as they worked to rebuild their lives separately while still maintaining a positive co-parenting dynamic. Despite their struggles, they remain one of the most talked about couples in the sports world, with their journey continuing to be of interest to fans and media alike. Halle Berry. Halle Berry and Billy Bob Thornton's alleged affair during the filming of Monsters Ball 2001 sparked intense speculation and public interest, fueled by their powerful on-screen chemistry. In the film, Halle plays a woman dealing with the aftermath of a personal tragedy, while Billy Bob portrays her troubled romantic interest. Their emotionally charged performances led many to wonder if their connection extended beyond the camera. The movie itself, known for its raw and intimate scenes, further stoked rumors that Halle and Billy Bob had become romantically involved in real life. After the film's release, speculation about their relationship grew, with many believing that their passionate love scenes were indicative of a real-life romance. However, both actors vehemently denied any such relationship. In interviews, Halle explained that while the scenes were intense and their on-screen chemistry undeniable, there was no romantic involvement off-camera. She expressed frustration with the rumors, noting that people often misunderstood the nature of their professional work, especially in emotionally heavy films like Monsters Ball. Billy Bob, who was still married to actress Angelina Jolie at the time, also dismissed the rumors, stating that there was nothing beyond their professional collaboration. However, the persistent gossip and the urban legend surrounding the real intimacy of their scenes continued for years. Despite their denials, public interest remained high, and the pair's relationship became one of Hollywood's most enduring rumors. Their professional collaboration ended with the release of Monsters Ball, but the speculation surrounding their rumored affair lingered far beyond. Halle went on to marry Eric Benet, followed by Olivier Martinez, while Billy Bob's high-profile marriage to Angelina Jolie ended in 2003. The rumors, though not confirmed, certainly added an extra layer of intrigue to the legacy of Monsters Ball, which remains a significant part of both Halle and Billy Bob's careers. Mekhi Phifer. In 1995, Mekhi Phifer and Eliza Dushku found themselves at the center of speculation about a possible off-screen romance while filming the movie Money Train. The film, which starred both actors as co-stars alongside Wesley Snipes and Jennifer Lopez, involved intense scenes that required a high level of emotional connection. As the movie's storyline revolved around their characters forming a partnership that eventually deepens into a romantic relationship. The palpable chemistry between Mekhi and Eliza on screen quickly sparked rumors that their bond had moved beyond the film's set. Despite the whispers in the media, neither Mekhi nor Eliza ever officially confirmed any romantic relationship. However, their connection was difficult to ignore. The on-screen chemistry they shared made every interaction between their characters feel charged with emotion, and their strong performances left audiences wondering if they had taken their chemistry beyond the film. As the filming of Money Train came to an end, the rumors of a secret romance between the two continued to swirl, but they both kept silent on the matter. In interviews, Mekhi and Eliza brushed off the rumors, focusing instead on their work and maintaining a professional relationship. However, the public fascination with their on-screen partnership and the subsequent rumors added an extra layer of mystery to their personal lives. While the rumors never reached the level of confirmation, the speculation about their relationship continues to be a point of discussion among fans of the movie. Both Mekhi and Eliza moved on with their respective careers, with Mekhi gaining recognition for his role in 8 Mile and Eliza starring in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and True Calling. Their time together on Money Train remains a memorable part of their early careers, though the truth of their off-screen relationship remains a mystery. Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina's relationship became one of the most talked-about Hollywood affairs, not only due to their romantic involvement, but also because of how the details were revealed to the public. Their affair was first exposed in 2020 during an emotional conversation on Red Table Talk, a show hosted by Jada herself. The revelation shocked many, as Jada and her husband Will Smith had always been viewed as one of Hollywood's most stable and loving couples. However, the couple had been going through a rough patch, and Jada admitted that she and Will had separated at the time of her involvement with August. August Alsina, a younger artist who had been dealing with personal struggles, sought comfort in Jada, while she was in the midst of a difficult phase in her marriage. During their time together, Jada and August developed a deep emotional connection, which Jada referred to as an entanglement. This term quickly went viral, with fans and the media alike questioning the nature of the relationship between Jada and August. While Jada maintained that the relationship was not a traditional affair, the entire situation caused a media frenzy. In the Red Table Talk episode, both Jada and Will addressed the affair openly. Will admitted to knowing about it and explained that they had both worked through their issues and reached a new understanding. Jada expressed her regret over the affair, explaining that she had sought emotional fulfillment during a difficult time in her life and emphasized that their relationship was ultimately strengthened by overcoming this challenge. The revelation of Jada and August's affair was controversial and divisive, with many fans speculating about the dynamics of Jada and Will's marriage. However, both Jada and Will have since moved forward with their relationship, continuing to thrive, albeit in a different form than many expected. Jada's openness about the affair sparked conversation about love, forgiveness, and the complexities of relationships in the public eye. Chris Rock. The relationship between Chris Rock and Kerry Washington has long been the subject of rumors, especially following their work together on I Think I Love My Wife. 2007. In the film, Chris Rock plays a married man who begins fantasizing about cheating on his wife, a storyline that many speculated reflected his own life. Chris's comedy routines also fueled these rumors, as he jokingly admitted to infidelity during his show Total Blackout Tour. At one point, he mentioned cheating on his ex-wife, and many assumed that one of his affairs was with Kerry Washington, his co-star in I Think I Love My Wife. The chemistry between Chris and Kerry in the film was undeniable, leading many fans and gossip outlets to speculate that their relationship off-screen mirrored their on-screen flirtations. However, both Chris and Kerry have consistently denied these rumors. In interviews, Chris clarified that his comments about cheating were part of his comedy act and not a reflection of his actual life. Kerry, who was engaged to actor David Moscow at the time, also denied any romantic involvement with Chris, stating that the rumors were baseless. Despite the rumors, neither Chris nor Kerry allowed the speculation to interfere with their professional relationship. Both continued to focus on their careers and maintain a respectful working relationship. Chris went on to have a successful career in stand-up comedy, while Kerry found continued success with her role in Scandal, solidifying her place as a leading actress in Hollywood. The rumors surrounding Chris and Kerry's relationship eventually faded, but they remain one of Hollywood's most memorable will they won't they stories. Their ability to maintain professionalism despite the gossip reflects the complex reality of working in the entertainment industry, where on-screen chemistry can sometimes be misinterpreted as real-life romance. Wesley Snipes. The relationship between Wesley Snipes and Jennifer Lopez began on the set of Money Train 1995, a film in which they starred as partners in crime. Their on-screen chemistry was evident, and it didn't take long for rumors to spread about a possible romance off-screen. The film's intense and passionate scenes, particularly between Lopez and Snipes' characters, created speculation that their connection went beyond the script. The rumors escalated due to their apparent closeness during filming, with fans and media outlets eagerly questioning the nature of their relationship. However, Jennifer Lopez later revealed that Wesley's advances on and off set made her uncomfortable. She recalled that Wesley persistently pursued her, asking her out multiple times despite her clear disinterest. In interviews, she mentioned that she felt awkward and unsafe due to his repeated advances. She stated that while they shared a strong professional relationship, Wesley's behavior crossed a line. Jennifer, who was still establishing her career at the time, also found it difficult to assert her boundaries in a Hollywood environment where she was new to navigating such situations. Wesley, on the other hand, did not seem to recognize Jennifer's discomfort, which created a tense atmosphere on set. He allegedly tried to take her home after shooting, making her feel cornered. Jennifer later expressed that the entire experience was one of the most uncomfortable of her early career. The chemistry on screen, while undeniable, did not translate into a positive real-life connection, and the rumors of a romance were eventually debunked by Jennifer's candid reflections on the uncomfortable situation. Despite this behind-the-scenes tension, both Wesley and Jennifer went on to have successful careers. Wesley continued to make a name for himself in action films, while Jennifer Lopez rose to superstardom in music and film. The Money Train experience, while professionally successful, remains a controversial chapter in Jennifer's rise to fame. Both stars have since moved on, but their time on Money Train remains a point of discussion when reflecting on the early days of their careers. Martin Lawrence. The relationship between Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell became infamous not only for their undeniable on-screen chemistry, but also for the controversy and tension that followed. The two starred together on the hit television show Martin, which aired from 1992 to 1997. The show was one of the most popular sitcoms of the 90s, and Martin and Tisha's characters, Martin Payne and Gina Waters, became one of television's beloved couples. However, behind the scenes, things were not as harmonious. The rumors surrounding Martin and Tisha started when in 1997, Tisha Campbell filed a lawsuit against Martin Lawrence, alleging sexual harassment and verbal abuse on set. The allegations sent shockwaves through Hollywood, especially considering their on-screen relationship was so beloved by fans. Tisha claimed that Martin had created an uncomfortable working environment with his behavior leading to her temporary departure from the show. Her lawsuit detailed instances of emotional and verbal abuse, which she said affected her health and well-being. The situation was particularly shocking, because as co-stars they had appeared to share a strong professional relationship. For years there was speculation about whether the two had a romantic relationship that led to the fallout. However, both Martin and Tisha have consistently denied that any physical affair occurred between them. Instead, they pointed to the intense working conditions and high-pressure environment of a long-running sitcom as the source of their tension. Despite the legal battles and public drama, both actors continued their careers, though the controversy certainly impacted their personal lives. Tisha went on to star in My Wife and Kids and other TV projects, while Martin enjoyed continued success in film and stand-up comedy. In time, both Martin and Tisha reconciled professionally. In recent years, Tisha has spoken about the pain and emotional toll the lawsuit took on her and how it affected her relationship with Martin. The two have since come together to acknowledge their past issues, and they have appeared together on screen once again, demonstrating their ability to move beyond their tumultuous history. However, the drama surrounding their relationship remains one of Hollywood's most talked about behind-the-scenes stories. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes' rumored romance captured the public's attention for years, despite both stars being known for their desire to keep their personal lives private. The speculation surrounding their relationship began in 2013, when they were first spotted together at a charity event, sparking rumors that they were dating. The relationship was unusual, especially because Katie had previously been married to actor Tom Cruise, one of the biggest names in Hollywood at the time, and their divorce had been highly publicized. However, Jamie and Katie were determined to keep their relationship under wraps. The couple was rarely photographed together, and both stars remained tight-lipped about the nature of their connection. It wasn't until 2017 that they made their first public appearance as a couple, when they were photographed walking hand-in-hand on a beach in Malibu. This rare public display of affection confirmed what many had suspected: Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes were indeed romantically involved. The relationship, while discreet, became a topic of much discussion, especially given Jamie's reputation as a playboy and Katie's status as Tom Cruise's ex-wife. Despite the attention, the couple maintained a relatively low profile, rarely discussing their relationship in interviews. Over time, the rumors surrounding their romance faded, but the couple continued to keep things private. Their relationship seemed to be a source of happiness and stability for both, as they were often seen enjoying time together in casual settings away from the public eye. In 2019, the couple's relationship seemed to hit a turning point, with sources close to the couple hinting that they had grown closer and were seriously considering taking the next step in their relationship. However, their romance was once again put under the microscope when rumors of Jamie's alleged infidelities surfaced. Despite this, the couple continued to maintain their bond, and they were often seen attending events together. In 2020, there were reports that the couple had called it quits, but they both kept their silence on the matter, leaving fans to wonder about the true nature of their relationship. Despite the ups and downs, Jamie and Katie's romance is a testament to how Hollywood relationships, especially those involving high-profile stars, are often subject to intense scrutiny and speculation. Whether or not their relationship was an enduring love story remains a mystery, but their time together undeniably left an impact on their fans and the media. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey's whirlwind romance and marriage became one of the most talked-about celebrity love stories of the 2000s. The two first met in 2005 when they worked together on the music video for Mariah's hit song Bye Bye. Despite the 10-year age difference between them, the chemistry between the two was undeniable, and they quickly began dating. In 2008, just months after they started their relationship, Nick and Mariah shocked the world by announcing that they had gotten married in a secret ceremony at Mariah's private estate. Their marriage was a whirlwind, and for a time it appeared as though the two were the perfect Hollywood couple. Their love seemed genuine, and they were often seen together at high-profile events, making them one of the most glamorous couples in entertainment. In 2011, they welcomed twins Moroccan and Monroe, which further solidified their bond and appeared to bring them closer. However, despite their public displays of affection, rumors of trouble in their relationship started to surface as early as 2012. In 2014, after 6 years of marriage, Mariah and Nick announced their separation, shocking fans who had thought the couple was inseparable. The breakup was reportedly amicable, with both parties citing the pressures of their busy careers and personal differences as factors in the split. Despite the divorce, Nick and Mariah continued to co-parent their children and were often seen attending events together for the sake of their family. Since their divorce, Nick has had numerous high-profile relationships, including with model Brittany Bell and several other women with whom he has children. Mariah, on the other hand, has been involved in other romantic relationships, including with billionaire James Packer and dancer Brian Tanaka. However, despite their separation, Nick and Mariah have maintained a respectful relationship, often posting about their children and supporting each other in their respective careers. Nick's relationships with other women, notably his ongoing desire to expand his family with multiple partners, often attract media attention, which contrasts with the way Mariah has kept a more low-key love life. Despite the challenges they faced in their marriage, the love story between Nick and Mariah remains one of Hollywood's most unforgettable. T.I. Clifford, Joseph Harris Jr. T.I. and Tamika "Tiny" Harris are one of the most well-known couples in the entertainment industry, with a relationship full of ups and downs, public scrutiny, and scandal. Their romance began in the early 2000s, and the couple quickly became one of the most talked-about pairs in the music industry. T.I., a celebrated rapper and actor, and Tiny, a former member of the R&B group Xscape, formed a high-profile and seemingly solid partnership. In 2010, they got married, and their union was marked by their shared love for family music and the spotlight. However, their marriage has faced many challenges, particularly involving allegations of infidelity. Throughout the years, rumors about T.I.'s extramarital affairs have constantly surfaced. One of the most notable rumors involved allegations that T.I. had an affair with a woman while working on music projects. Tiny publicly addressed these rumors multiple times, but they continued to plague their relationship. The couple even faced a temporary separation in 2016, which caused shockwaves in the media. During this time, Tiny filed for divorce, but the couple ultimately reconciled, and Tiny dropped the divorce petition in 2017. Their relationship was further complicated by controversies surrounding T.I.'s actions and statements. In 2018, the couple faced another scandal when a woman came forward claiming that she had a sexual encounter with T.I. Despite these issues, T.I. and Tiny have managed to work through their difficulties, often putting on a united front. They have been open about the ups and downs of their marriage, even discussing their challenges on their reality TV show, T.I. and Tiny: The Family Hustle, which aired for several years. The couple's ability to navigate these personal and public hurdles has earned them respect for their resilience. They continue to co-parent their children, support each other's careers, and maintain a presence in the entertainment industry. T.I. and Tiny's relationship is a testament to the complexities of marriage in the public eye and the struggles many couples face even when they seem to have it all. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union have become one of the most beloved power couples in Hollywood, admired not just for their accomplishments in basketball and acting, but also for their enduring love story. Their relationship began in 2007 after they met at a Super Bowl party, and while they initially took their time before becoming serious, their connection quickly deepened. Despite their high-profile careers, Dwayne and Gabrielle managed to keep their early relationship mostly out of the public eye, allowing their bond to grow privately. However, like many celebrity relationships, their journey was not without its hurdles. In 2013, after dating for several years, Dwayne and Gabrielle faced a major setback when Dwayne fathered a child with another woman while he and Gabrielle were on a break. This revelation shocked the public and caused a temporary rift between the couple. Gabrielle was open about the pain she felt at the time, but ultimately chose to forgive Dwayne, and they decided to work through the issue together. Dwayne was publicly remorseful and focused on proving his commitment to Gabrielle, which helped heal their relationship. In 2014, Dwayne proposed to Gabrielle, and they married later that year in a private ceremony. Their marriage, though, continued to be subject to public scrutiny, particularly when Gabrielle openly discussed her struggles with infertility and the emotional toll it took on her. After multiple miscarriages, the couple welcomed their daughter, Kavia James, in 2018 via a surrogate, marking a significant chapter in their lives. Gabrielle has been outspoken about her experience with surrogacy, using her platform to shed light on the challenges many women face when it comes to fertility. Through it all, Dwayne and Gabrielle's relationship has been marked by deep love, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to family. They have become known not just for their professional achievements, but for how they support each other through personal struggles. Both Dwayne and Gabrielle have used their platform to advocate for important social issues, particularly around LGBTQ+ rights and mental health. Their relationship continues to be a model of resilience, showing that even in the face of public scandal and personal adversity, love and commitment can prevail. Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs and Idina Menzel were once one of Broadway's most beloved couples, known for both their incredible talent and their high-profile relationship. The couple met in 1995 when they starred together in the Broadway musical Rent, where they portrayed a couple on stage. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their real-life connection mirrored the intense emotion and passion they shared on stage. Their relationship blossomed from a shared love of theater and their mutual admiration for each other's work. In 2003, Taye and Idina tied the knot, becoming one of the most celebrated couples in the entertainment industry at the time. The pair welcomed their son Walker in 2009 and appeared to be the picture of a happy family. However, in 2013, after a decade of marriage, Taye and Idina announced their separation, shocking fans who had admired their on-screen and off-screen chemistry. The split was reportedly amicable, with the couple stating that they simply grew apart and that they remained committed to co-parenting their son. While there was no scandal or public drama surrounding their breakup, it still left many wondering what went wrong given their strong public image as a loving artistic couple. Following their divorce, both Taye and Idina continued to flourish in their careers. Idina Menzel went on to achieve even greater fame with her role in Frozen, and Taye Diggs continued to make his mark in both television and film. Despite their separation, Taye and Idina have remained friendly and continue to co-parent their son with mutual respect. Their relationship, though short-lived, remains a significant part of both of their careers, representing a time of love, creativity, and Broadway magic. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony and Lala Anthony were one of the most prominent couples in both the sports and entertainment worlds. Their relationship was often celebrated as an example of a successful power couple, with Lala being a renowned actress and TV personality, and Carmelo being an NBA superstar. The two met in 2003 and quickly became inseparable, eventually marrying in 2010 in a lavish ceremony that was televised for the world to see. Their love seemed to be the perfect blend of athleticism, fame, and glamour. However, their relationship was not without challenges, and the public began to question their marriage after multiple infidelity rumors surfaced. In 2017, reports emerged that Carmelo had cheated on Lala with a woman who later claimed to be carrying his child. Although Carmelo never publicly acknowledged the allegations, they put a strain on his marriage. Lala, devastated by the news, temporarily separated from Carmelo, but the two tried to reconcile for the sake of their young son, Kian. Despite the tension in their relationship, both Lala and Carmelo appeared to be working on their marriage, and they continued to co-parent their son with mutual respect. Despite the efforts to repair their marriage, the relationship eventually ended in 2021 when Lala filed for divorce. After years of speculation and public scrutiny, the divorce was a reflection of their ongoing issues. However, both Lala and Carmelo have remained committed to their son and continue to maintain a positive relationship as co-parents. Lala has also continued her successful career while Carmelo has remained an influential figure in the NBA. While their romantic relationship ended, the mutual respect and commitment they have for their family remain strong. Their journey reflects the complex reality of balancing love, family, and fame in the public eye. Though their marriage ended, the couple's ability to navigate the pressures of fame, infidelity, and personal growth continues to serve as a testament to the challenges faced by celebrity couples. Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson shared one of the most celebrated yet complicated relationships in Hollywood, known for their incredible on-screen chemistry in the hit TV show Empire. On the show, Terrence played Lucius Lyon, a powerful and often ruthless music mogul, while Taraji portrayed his fierce and passionate ex-wife, Cookie Lyon. Their portrayal of the Lyon family dynamic quickly became one of television's most captivating storylines, and fans were immediately drawn to the intense chemistry between the two leads. This on-screen connection led many to wonder if there was something more between Terrence and Taraji off-screen. However, despite their sizzling on-screen relationship, Terrence and Taraji were never romantically involved. In interviews, both actors have denied any romantic connection between them, stressing that their chemistry was purely professional and based on their strong working relationship. In fact, both have spoken about their deep friendship and mutual respect for each other's work. Terrence often referred to Taraji as one of his closest friends, and Taraji has expressed similar sentiments, noting that their connection was built on trust and understanding rather than any romantic attraction. Despite their claims, rumors about a potential off-screen romance persisted throughout the run of Empire, fueled by the closeness they displayed in interviews and at public events. The chemistry between them was so strong that it was difficult for some fans to believe it was all just acting. However, as both stars continued their careers, they each found love with other people, further dispelling the rumors. In recent years, both Terrence and Taraji have continued to focus on their careers, with Taraji gaining significant recognition for her role in Hidden Figures 2016, and Terrence continuing to build a successful career in both television and film. They've remained friends, and while their time together on Empire was marked by undeniable chemistry, their off-screen relationship was one of deep respect and platonic friendship. Their dynamic serves as a reminder that sometimes the most powerful connections are built on trust and mutual admiration, even without romance involved. What if the most iconic on-screen romances in Hollywood weren't just acting? From Will Smith's sizzling chemistry with Margot Robbie to the explosive rumors surrounding Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson, some of Hollywood's most talked-about relationships may have crossed the line between fiction and reality. But the real question is how much of what we see is real, and how much is just a well-crafted performance. Get ready for shocking revelations that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more jaw-dropping stories.